Dibbs question of the day, sponsored by Trantolo and Trantolo. They've been doing this for 85 years. Yeah. And they've got some new locations that have just opened up in Long Island. Get a hold of them very quickly. Dial 9-844-999-9999 if you've been seriously injured in any kind of accident. So, first Dibbs question of the day is, all right, what would you trade Shohei Ohtani for a home run ball?
So the lady that caught his first Dodger home run ball, I do believe, got a couple of autographed baseballs and a couple of autographed baseball bats. She did not get the bat that he hit the home run with. She did not get anything as far as the day of game worn. And you know, I don't know. I feel like all of these people are so awesome to just give it up and just to even negotiate where, like, okay, I'll give the ball back to this person because it means a little bit more to them than what I would do with it. However, on the flip side of that coin, the guy just signed a big $700 million contract. You'd think that I'd get a little bit more than a couple of baseballs and a couple of baseball bats. I'm not going to bet on it with this guy. But for me,
I'd sell the ball. I mean, you're going to get a lot more money for it because of both things. The fact that he's possibly in trouble for the gambling, implications, but more so the $700 million deal. He's a Dodger now. This guy's a unicorn, can throw. He's like Babe Ruth.
Does that matter to you, though?
In 20 years, this ball could be worth millions.
Does it matter to a baseball player to get the home run ball?
It doesn't.
That's what I was thinking in the first place.
I'll give you an example. When Garrett Cole broke the strikeout record, I just watched this interview they just did with him. He gave it to his dad. And because his dad was a huge, whoever's record he broke, Ron Guidry, was the single season strikeout record of the Yankees, and his dad was a huge Ron Guidry fan. He gave us his dad. I had a German Shepherd chew up my first save in the big leagues.
That's what I was going to say with Shohei's
I barely display my World Series and MVP trophy. It's when you've done it, it's different, So I think for Shohei, you're either thinking about, you just got married, you might have kids one day, you might want to give it to somebody.
Yeah.
The one thing that probably bothers me the most is when the Astros stole my glove and cut it up. That glove had pitched in a World Series, an All-Star game, a Japanese All-Star tour in the same season, and those jabronis cut it up because they hated me. But at the same time, I'm not materialistic, so it doesn't bother me that much. It's more of a hatred in my heart for the Astros that I'll always have. And I'll always know Al Osuna is the one that stole it. So
yeah, never forget.
I can't get Ed Ott back because he just died, but if it's Al Osuna that I come across at a card show, he could have some issues.
R.I.P. Pour one out for Ed Ott, by the way.
Poor Ed. I haven't said anything disparaging about him.
It's
too soon.
I think she did well, and I know she got a picture as well with Shohei. I would really like to do like a cameo situation, like really take advantage of a cameo situation. Like, Shohei, you're going to have to call my dad, man. Like, okay, but
honestly,
I don't speak
would do
English.
That.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's a situation where that makes it a lot easier, and it's more personable.
Right.
He's got bats up the wazoo. He's got balls he could sign for millions of years. That's not a big deal.
Right.
But at the same time, honestly, I don't want a bat. I want your glove.
Whoa.
Give me a glove. Sign a glove to me. Gloves are harder to come by. He's only going to use a few gloves in his entire career. Like I said, I have a Barry Larkin World Series glove, and I've got a Jose Rijo World Series glove. And those mean more to me than my own memorabilia. I have a signed Willie Mays jersey that Willie did at Cooperstown, and the same weekend Buck O'Neil signed a hat to me, and then he passed away shortly after that. So those are the kind of things that you want, something that nobody else has. I think my favorite piece of memorabilia was when I was on the Dan Patrick Show. We interviewed Orlando Cepeda, Willie McCovey, and Willie Mays for an hour. And no one had ever done that. Had all three of them sit down for an interview, and Dan and I did that. The next time we came back to San Francisco, the town gave us some proclamation.
Of course.
And so when I saw each one of them, I had them sign it. So I have the Dan Patrick Show Day, the City of San Francisco proclamation, and it's in glass, signed by those three Hall of Famers. So,
awesome. That's cool.
And that's something that nobody else has.
That's cool.
And can have, because that's something that, because you and I do different things, we've come across different things. I mean, I've been at Super Bowls, things like that. That's where I'm like, I don't beat around the bush, and I'm like, I need you to sign this.
Yeah.
Right. That's when I'll put myself out there for that. Other than that, I mean, giving stuff away and things like that. I've always been very generous and stuff like that. The one thing that always upsets me the most when I was on the Best Damn Sports Show, I had bought a Troy Aikman UCLA jersey, and the dry cleaner stole it. Because we were in L.A.
Yeah.
You're in Beverly Hills. It was signed by Troy.
Kind of your fault.
And I was like, no, the wardrobe. I was like, why would you dry clean that anyway?
Oh.
They were like, what do you, because they didn't know. And so, they're like, it's a signed, autographed thing. It's the UCLA jersey, number 8. And, they're like, what, the dry cleaning would ruin it? It could.
Yeah.
It could wash the autograph off of it. So, that was one that I wish I had back.
I'd ask for a photo opportunity with Decoy, and then I want a signed Decoy photo. Decoy's the dog.
How about if you breed the dog? I want a puppy.
Yes, I need a proclamation. The future firstborn pup. It's like an Aladdin thing, or like a. I need your firstborn child. That's what the only way you're getting this ball, Shohei, is if I have the soul of your firstborn child. Trading for the soul. All
right, when we come back, we've got some whiskey tasting. We have the gentlemen from Litchfield Distillery here in house. They brought a lot of their spirits with them. Looking good.
It's looking good over there.
Good over here.
It's looking good.
Last 2 hours of the show might not look too good.
Oh, yeah.
Sound too good. Anyway, it's the Rob Dibble Show with Ben Darnell on your afternoon drive. Litchfield Distillery in the house. We will talk some whiskey. It is Whiskey Day on the Rob Dibble Show on your afternoon drive on Fox Sports Radio. We're getting ready for UConn women, UConn men. We're all nervous, so maybe we could use a couple of nice drinks to try to sell us. Exactly. We'll have Romario Williams from the Hartford Athletic at the bottom of the hour. And then Keith O'Brien wrote a book on my former manager, Pete Rose, called Charlie Hustle. Keith will join us at 5 o'clock.